Now, at long last, we can finally head back to the cinema. And when you do, Disney's new film, Cruella, should be top of your list.
Cannot wait for this. We're joined by one of the stars of the film, Mark Strong. Good morning to you.
Morning.
Good to see you. So this is exciting because this is the prequel to 101 Dalmatians. So we find out what made this sort of young, aspiring fashion designer become the notorious villain that is Cruella de Vil.
Yeah, it's the origin story. So cleverly, what Disney have done is they've allowed you to see this evil, vicious character at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Who you've actually grown to love over the course of the movie because you see how difficult her life is.
It's clever. It's clever because when you watch 101 Dalmatians, so what was it, 1961, I think it came out, first of all, you look at that and think, well, now, because obviously it's taken a long time for us to think things like this, what happened to her before?
Yeah.
And what's brilliant about it, it looks so lavish, it's beautiful. And the costumes, because Cruella, we know from 101 Dalmatians, you know, has that incredible coat, she looks extraordinary. And so it's lavish to look at.
Yeah, it's a really stunning, massive film that needs to be seen on the big screen. I mean, my part, I had 3 huge ballroom sequences that I was involved with, and I'd turn up on set, there'd be 150 supporting artists, a huge, huge set.
Oh, my God.
And it's just, yeah, it's definitely worth seeing on the big screen.
We've got a clip here of what sort of ballroom scene.
Right.
One of them. Here you go.
I mean, that's one of the best things I've ever... That just made me shout out loud. What an entrance. That's incredible. So this is the key, really, here, because you've got these 2 women and there's kind of this obvious rivalry that's going on there. And the other lady, so you've got Cruella de Vil, who was in the red fabulous dress at her fame, and then you've got Baroness von Hellman, and this is Emma Thompson, and you're part of her kind of entourage there.
Yeah, I think I was cast because everybody will assume I'm the bad guy, and I'm on the Baroness's team, and she is the evil Baroness who runs everything. She runs fashion in town, and Estella, as Cruella's name is as a young girl, is a new pretender.
Right, OK.
So John the valet, and you hinted at it here, and we've got to be very careful because we don't want any spoilers here, but one of the things that made you look at it and think, oh, I quite like that, is where his character goes.
Yeah, because he's very mysterious. For the first half of the movie, he doesn't really say a great deal, and you think, who is that guy? What's he thinking?
Yeah.
What's going on? And then there is something that happens within the film, within the narrative, which kind of makes it all make sense. And you realise that up till that point, he knows all the Baroness's secrets, the evil Emma Thompson secrets, but he plays everything close to his chest. So it was fun. So
how was it? You've not worked with either Emmas before, was this
I'd never worked with either Emma, no, and felt like a bit of a, I was the Mark Strong and the Emma sandwich.
Yeah, you really were. What a sandwich, though.
What a sandwich. They're both great. I had great fun with both of them.
Well, I think quite a few people said Emma Stone, such an evil character. I mean, that's essentially why you get into acting in the first place, is so you can do different things. But she wasn't initially the sort of person that you think, right, OK, well, perfect, that's the role.
Yeah. Who, Emma, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just does this fantastic sort of icy turn. And I know her as just great fun and really good company, but she's just worryingly brilliant at being terrifying. She does it, really well.
And is Temple coming back?
Temple will be back later in the year. Yeah, we're just working on it now. We did the 2nd season, which went, the first one went very well. The 2nd season's gone even better, I think. I think what we've done is taken it and turned everything up to 11.
Well, this is Temple is this sort of surgery, this the operating area, which is underneath Temple Tube Station.
Yeah.
And initially that was an adaptation.
Yes.
But now this next series is all your own, because you're executive producer, your wife is the producer, so this is a family affair, isn't it?
It is a family show, yeah. And we took all of the characters and all of the narrative, and basically we've just exploded everything. We found out what people like very much from the first one, the dark comedy, the thriller element of it, and we've just created more of that and taken it somewhere else. And Rhys Ifans joins the cast, which is great.
Oh, wow.
So the thing has a whole kind of fresh feeling.
Well, your wife did an incredible job, actually, to get it into filming, because I think it was one of the first productions to get back, so there was no kind of guidelines there at the time.
Yeah.
I think she worked with virologists to kind of find out a way of getting the production back on set, everyone being safe, and it was one of the first up and running, so that was amazing.
Exactly that. We went back in August after the summer, and she just created a system of protocols that we now use on most film sets, you know, involving masks, sanitising, temperature checks, regular testing, and it meant we could go back and film.
She was determined that you were going to get back and
She was
almost be
absolutely...
first. Really. It was like a competition.
Well, she's just really, she's really driven, and she loves the show, and it's her baby, I suppose, and she works incredibly hard on it. And it was largely down to her that we were all able to go back to work, and everybody was very grateful for it, because we had, you know, crew members who hadn't worked and were worried about when they were going to work next, as well as actors. And we managed to get it done in the teeth of the pandemic, from August through to January, the end of January this year.
Oh, well done. And I mean, you were busy, but not as busy as normal. I think you quite enjoyed having a bit of space. Are you sort of scared, like lots of us, tentatively going, oh, God, our diaries are going to fill up and get all busy again?
I don't know. I think a load of actors really calmed down when the pandemic happened and everything shut down, because there was no competition. Nobody was working. So we could all finally relax, you know, and be at home. And actually, if one good thing has come out of this whole thing, it is the realisation of, you know, spending time with the family, how important that is.
Yeah. Well, it's lovely to have you here on the sofa. Actually, sitting here, looking in people's faces is so much better these days. So thank you very much indeed. Mark, Cruella is in cinemas. It's on Disney Plus from the 28th of May. But this really is one of those things that you should experience on a big screen, because it's so lavish.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.